Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Welcome to Jagadambi Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata 224. As you may remember, Draupadi let Yudhishthira have it. She pushed the hair back from her face. She set her garments right, with a look of fire at the court in general and at Yudhishthira in particular. She strode out of the court. The Pandavas, who were ready to lay down their lives for her sake, had to keep silent and to keep their bravery and their anger hidden, since they had to prevent their identities from being known. Chapter 10. Bhima and Surandari. Draupadi returned to her apartments. She bathed herself. She gave way to her weeping. She sobbed as if her heart would break. Sudeshna came to her and sat near her. She said, "Why do you weep so? What makes you so unhappy?" Draupadi was angry with her. She said, "Knowing what would happen, you sent me to your dear brother's place. And now you ask me why I'm weeping?" She would not speak for a long time. Then she told the queen all that happened. She said, "I am not worried. My husbands now know everything. They will kill your brother in no time." Sudeshna left her and went away, her heart full of fear for her brother's life. Draupadi sat there alone. How long, she knew not. She could feel only one thing, hatred. She hated this Kichaka. She decided that he should die. That he had dared to look at her, that was insult enough. He had to die. She was a flame. She would consume him. She would not eat, she would not sleep. She spent hours thus. At last, she decided on the course of action. That night, when everyone else had gone to sleep, Draupadi got up from her bed and walked with determined steps toward the palace where Bhima slept. She entered his sleeping quarters. He was there, sleeping. Draupadi went and sat by his side. She looked at him for a long time. She roused Bhima from his sleep. He got up and sat on the bed. She spoke to him in a voice as sweet as the notes of the veena. She looked at him with love and said, "Bhima, my dear Bhima, how can you sleep when I'm spending my nights and days in pain? Are you also as hard-hearted as your brother? How can you sleep as long as Kichaka is alive? How can you let me suffer and sleep as though nothing has happened? You are the only person to whom I can appeal. Bhima, please make me happy." Bhima said, "This is a rash thing you've done. If anyone sees you in my bed, your reputation and mine are gone. You should not have come here. Tell me quickly why you've come. Go away before anyone discovers our acquaintance." Draupadi sat silent for a while. Then suddenly she began to talk. She spoke to Bhima about how Kichaka had been harassing her. She told him everything. He listened to the whole recital. She continued and said, "You were there in the court. You heard how Yudhishthira talked. I can't go to him for help. I have no respect for him. He has no self-respect. He has no feelings. He can only gamble. He can do nothing else. You have always done anything I wanted you to do. You love me. I can appeal to you and to no one else. I cannot eat and I cannot sleep until Kichaka is killed. I can't ask Yudhishthira. I can't even approach Arjuna. Both Nakula and Sahadeva are lost in their brother. They will never do anything which will displease Yudhishthira. Only you will defy him and do what will please me. I've come to you for help. I have been suffering so much for the past so many months. I have never done menial service to anyone till now, but today I have to grind perfumes into paste for the king and queen. Look at my hands." Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.